So all right, so we gotta first announce what we're doing here, right? So this is our new podcast, right? But I feel like it's not really new because we've been doing all of our individual stuff. I feel like this is like the sum of all of our efforts coming and combining into one,
This
right?
is the personalities coming out.
This is Vesta
Vesta and Friends.
growing.
Yeah.
Vesta and Friends.
Yeah.
Vesta and Friends.
There you go. We
Yeah,
have.
That's it.
I mean,
okay.
simple enough.
Okay.
Working progress.
Okay.
Vesta and Friends. Chicago versus everybody. I still like the House of Vesta.
Listen, I'm okay with it. Whatever.
I asked, the first thing I said was Chicago versus everybody, and you almost puked.
I don't think this
Yeah,
is
he
a good.
like cut your neck off on that one.
Yeah,
Like,
so-
Yeah, I mean,
instantly.
listen. At the end of the day, the top producers, in
Who
general,
we want to be.
exactly, we're striving to be top producers,
Striving
right?
to be one
so,
of there's no room for top
There's
1%.
There
but
is-
there's
too
ev-
many.
yeah, there is a quote that I saw that like people at the top collaborate, they don't compete.
Yeah.
And so that's why I don't like Vesta versus everybody. I prefer to be something more welcoming, inviting.
It's
warm.
Chicago versus everybody, not Vesta versus everybody. It's that we're
Oh,
presenting.
we're doing Chicago versus everybody.
Did I say Vesta
What?
versus everybody?
You said
No,
Vesta versus
no,
everybody.
he did not. He did not.
Okay,
said Chicago versus
I like Chicago versus everybody.
Jesus Christ.
I like that. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I
Yeah.
leave
Okay,
with
so
that
now,
yet.
okay, so now this is the first official reincarnation of Vesta versus everybody. God damn it.
See? I'm not
Nick,
stupid.
this is your fault.
I'm not
Okay,
stupid.
So all right, so I like Chicago versus everybody. So what we're doing here is promoting fun stories about Chicago, real estate. We're talking the good stuff. We're going over stats and just letting our personalities shine through.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to turn into one of those sort of shows like Selling Sunrise or whatever the fuck that shit was called.
I would love to turn into Selling Sunset.
Can we not?
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
You guys don't want to be famous on Netflix.
No.
You guys don't want to be
No, because it's
multi-millionaire
glorified.
brokers.
It's glorified, and they don't actually even sell
Yeah,
homes.
they
They
don't
just go
shit.
on yachts. Like that is not.
Oh, that sounds terrible. Yeah,
Yeah.
continue. What else do they do? I don't want to do any of
But
that.
we are the real thing. We're
Yeah,
not.
fuck yachts.
Yeah, we don't want those.
Fuck yachts, dude.
No, we want the private jet that you're gonna fly us to like Jamaica. Or some shit.
That is selling Sunset. A
Yeah,
yacht and
but
a
we're
private
not-
jet is in the same. That is literally the cousins of each other.
Yeah, but we're gonna actually do work to earn that. We're not just like. I
Oh,
feel-
those people work. They work. Yeah, they work. They're
I need proof behind the pudding.
and the ones that deserve the prize are the editors.
That facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, the as we are producing more and more content here and we're creating our shit, the truth is the editing piece is where all the magic happens, right? Because it's like that you craft the story of what you want people to see, and you could have like literally the best stuff out there, but if you don't edit it right, no one's gonna listen. Like nobody has any attention span these days.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Right? That's why
I agree.
That's why Nick is a rising star. Because all of his content is gold. It's turning into a star.
How long are we gonna just like chat?
I don't know. I'm waiting for
Okay.
the fucking producer over here. Not producing,
Seriously, though.
producing our shit.
What the fuck we doing?
Damn her.
All right, Ray.
Are we gonna talk about the first article?
Let's do it.
Okay. Pretty angry about this one.
He's always angry. Oh, you are angry or he's angry?
I'm angry.
I mean,
I'm
he's usually the one angry one. So
I'm not angry at all right now. At this exact moment.
Okay.
I
Are you ready?
I wore my best shoes for this fucking shoot. Whatever.
Top
Got me
100
angry.
pizza spots according to Yelp. Pequod's was named number 1, and for me, that's bullshit.
are we talking about Chicago, Illinois,
Yes.
No.
countrywide?
Pizzeria,
Countrywide.
Chicago, Illinois.
No, no, that's in the country.
Yeah, but like Pequod's from Chicago is top 100 in all of Yelp.
Okay, let's take a step back.
Okay, we're talking about
Yelp
top.
talked, and they did a survey, and they said the top 100 pizza joints in the U.S. In the U.S.
Damn.
Quad's number one.
Yeah.
The number one pizza spot in all of the U.S. is Pequod's.
I think that's bullshit. First of all,
Why?
Good for us that we have the number one pizza joint in the United States,
I
but
think we had a few on that list, by the way.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've tried it. I've had better pizza,
before.
Well, let me
on,
begin by.
Chris.
Are you guys deep dish people?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Okay, so then there you go. Like you can't be like real.
Okay, anyone that comes to Chicago for deep dish, one is misinformed into you're wrong, because it's Chicago pizza is not deep dish. Chicago pizza is either pan or thin crust.
Deep dish is pan pizza.
Why would you have
No, that's wrong. You have deep dish, you have pan, and then you have thin. 3 different types of pizza.
No, the thin is what you're talking about, which I don't like. What is it called? That one where like
Thin.
it's the squares and stuff, and it's like that's the.
Well, that's the way they cut it. It's not the way they
that's
make
way
it.
put and that's
No,
thin
it-
crust pizza.
No. That's
Yeah, it's-
cardboard pizza.
No.
That's like I think it's what is it called? It's called.
Okay.
Thin crust pizza.
It's thin crust pizza. It's
No,
just the
no.
way they cut
There's
it.
a name for it. There's a name for it.
The-
Tavern.
The reason they cut it this way is because it's too big and people cannot eat the triangle slices when they cut it. That's the only reason they do it.
I feel
Okay,
like
but
a,
you
I
know-
feel like a psychopath when I'm eating a piece of pizza and there's not a single piece of crust on it.
There is crust on it.
No, the middle
Well-
pieces of just a block of cheese.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like the squares they don't like, because they don't cut it on triangles, right? They
It is
cut
a
it on.
proven fact that if you eat pizza without crust in it, you are a psychopath. And I feel like a psychopath when I'm eating one. Like
Okay, let me
It's
get you.
thin crust.
Okay,
You're
let
not
me
supposed to be eating bread.
let me get you. Let me
then just eat cheese.
Let's-
Why don't you
let's let
just eat?
Nick
Why don't you
talk.
just eat a piece of paper?
let me give you my input about pizza. First of all, it's the fucking atrocity to put marinara sauce or whatever pizza sauce they call it on a pizza.
So you don't even like pizza? Is that what you're saying?
First of all, putting marinara sauce or pizza sauce on pizza is fucking disgusting. It's not supposed to be done that way. It's
Coming from the European,
So what are you supposed to put on there?
isn't that a very America thing though? Like I don't think they put pizza sauce.
everywhere in the world. Nobody puts pizza sauce on pizza.
Yeah, that's a very American
And literally
thing.
everywhere in the world, when
So
you
what do
go
you
to
put on there?
like if you go to Italy to eat pizza,
Cheese bread.
literally if you go to Italy in middle of Rome, like you do not have pizza sauce on the goddamn pizzas. Like you
We're
don't.
in America. All right.
Okay.
We're in America.
Again,
We're talking about American pizza.
again.
So I shouldn't have brought this article up. You're just
No, we're like pretty heated though.
you
about
guys
this.
are American pizza haters. Let's just begin with
No.
that.
No.
Let's just
Thin
call it
crust.
out.
I'm a thin crust lover.
Thin crust.
You're a weird tavern psychopath.
No,
pizza eater.
no,
That's
no,
what you
no.
are.
Thin crust, and the only way pizza should be cooked is in an oven, like with those wooden
Yeah.
oven, like
Oven roasted?
Yeah,
No.
oven,
oven
whatever.
tasted.
You should not be putting pizza in the like. I'm talking about the wood burning stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wood burning
Honestly,
pizza oven.
superior is pan pizza.
That's
in
the
my
only way.
That is
pizza-
deep dish.
No, it's not. Pan pizza has a little bit thicker crust on the edge. And then
Pequods.
it's like thinner. Deep dish is literally like it's like this fucking.
It's a
thick.
pie.
It literally,
It's a pizza
Yeah,
pie.
yeah. That's not pizza though.
Big ups to
That's
Chicago.
That's lasagna. You
Hey,
know, like
can you-
at
can
this
you
point.
read the rest of it?
Lasagna
Because-
soup.
Do you know
Seriously.
why this became so popular? Because it was on the Netflix show The Bear. That's why it got popular.
So big ups to
this-
the so first off, it did not just become popular because of the bear guys. Okay, Pequod's has been a sensation. Okay, it's been a sensation, and I am not a huge deep dish fan. Okay, I will say that I would like it. I enjoy it. I have a piece of it. It's great. Pequod's crust, what they're known for, right, is like that tasty butter melted cheesy crust. If they should just sell the crust. Okay. You lunatic psychopath that doesn't like crust over there. It's really
I
tasty.
do like crust.
No, you don't. You literally want to eat. You want to eat cardboard. That's what you like. Cardboard with some cheese on it. That's your favorite. So, let me just finish my monologue here, okay? I like my Brooklyn style pizza. All right, there's a pizza joint called The Stop Along. It's my favorite pizza in Chicago, and I like that. But Pequod's, it's like a piece of art. Okay, like it's the way they make it. The way you got to go in there with like.
You know what we did wrong?
What?
Not having Pequods ordered here to eat while we are.
Nick would be throwing it in my face. It would change his mind. He's like, this shouldn't be fucking sauce in here.
Seriously though, you should not have like. Do you know what the best pizza is done? Is basically.
Do you like pizza in Chicago? Do you like any of the pizzas in Chicago?
Look at me. I love pizza, man. Like I'm a
Okay.
fat ass. Like I
So,
love.
okay, so what is your favorite pizza in Chicago, Nick?
I don't have a favorite pizza in Chicago.
Okay, what
Well, then how
I-
is a
really-
pizza that you have eaten in Chicago that you're like, that tastes okay?
Luminaris?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Come on.
Literally.
You sound like a tourist.
Illuminati's
I actually like
is a
it.
baby version of Pequods.
Okay.
And you like Illuminati's, but you don't like Pequods.
Yeah. I mean,
God
okay.
damn
First of all,
it.
first of all,
What's
eats
your
pizza.
favorite?
First of all, eats pizza. Pizza doesn't judge. Pizza understands, right? Like I love all pizza. I don't discriminate against pizza.
You've been discriminating the entire time.
The fact that I don't like the way Americans do pizza is a whole different story.
Right, that's just a
Correct?
cultural war.
That's exactly. Yeah, I'm a communist. I come from a communist background.
I've been wanting to say you goddamn communist this whole time, and I'm like, should we
Goddamn
not?
communist. Well, listen, I'm a goddamn commie.
I mean, I'm a survivor of the communist
Yeah,
era.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I am not. So, sorry.
yeah, but again, also not only I'm a communist, but I'm European, and I've been all over Europe in general.
Okay.
Not only in Eastern Europe, right?
So people get it right. You're not an actual communist, okay? I don't need
Yeah.
people coming in here and getting and
No,
throwing
I'm
you
not.
in.
I'm not.
But you came from a communist regime.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah.
It was horrible.
So yes, so you are like me, like you're a convert, like
Mm-hmm.
your family came,
You're
you
a
came over here,
survivor.
you're a survivor, yeah.
Yeah. So
So you're not a communist.
no,
Yes, you've come from a communist background.
correct.
You are not communist yourself.
No.
You need to clarify
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. Yeah.
You
No.
tell the people
Well,
that
what do you
you're
think?
not a
What do you think I'm
communist
doing?
working at Vesta.
What do you guys think doing? What do you guys think I'm doing in America? Like, that's the greatest country in the world.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, but yeah. So regarding pizza, I just don't like when people start putting those pizza sauce on there. That's all it is.
20
That's how I
minutes.
close my case. If I see red underneath all the stuff that pizza's supposed to have, I'm like, no.
So you like cheese bread?
I'll eat it. Don't get me wrong, because I'm a fat ass, but I'm not going to enjoy
like
it as
cheese
much.
bread? There's a name for that.
No, it's
Cheese bread.
no. So first of all, when they do the how do you call that? The
What sauce do they put on it in Europe?
you can put garlic, light olive and garlic oil.
So garlic bread with cheese.
Why only
cheese.
cheese though? Like you put tomatoes, you put mozzarella, you put all these beautiful things out there, like
What is that called?
prosciutto,
A Neapolitan pizza?
like prosciutto, like
that's
pepperoni,
what
pepperoni,
Neapolitan, right?
pepperoni is like
What?
an American.
Neapolitan pizza, that's what that is? That's what we call it here in America? Neapolitan?
I think it's like
I feel like it's Neapolitan.
there's mozzarella.
I think that was the ice cream that you're thinking about.
No, maybe.
I think that was an era of the Middle Ages that you're thinking about.
No, Neapolitan
That's
pizza.
Napoleon.
This is what you like.
Neopoliticians.
That's what you like. It's got like the tomato chunks on it and just mozzarella chunks. That's Neapolitan pizza.
Yeah, and throw
Nope.
So
some
that's actually your
prosciutto slices on it and a little bit of oregano.
Totally.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
that's what they have
Add
on
some
it.
tomato
Beautiful.
sauce.
So that's what you like.
Get some of that tomato
No
sauce on
tomato
there. Yeah,
sauce.
fuck yeah. Get some fucking
There-
deep dish
there-
going. Fuck
Well, I
yeah.
think these are. I don't know. Like most of these, I don't think.
I think
You're
we got
actually- like, this
sidetracked
one-
by like we're supposed to say good shit about Chicago, and we've been shitting on that pizzeria for like the past 20
I
years.
haven't. I've been fighting. I feel like I
Listen.
feel attacked right now.
Listen, I have no hate for Pequods. Your pizza is
Same.
good.
I love it.
just don't think you're number one worthy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because you like fucking square pizzas with the
I
cardboard.
do. I do like fucking square pizza.
Giordano's.
So, can you name the best pizza? Like,
My favorite in the city of Chicago.
Here we go. Go ahead. Go
Yeah,
for
I'm
it.
waiting for your fucking judgment before you even
Yeah,
talk.
it's like Domino's is great.
It's actually good.
What's wrong
No,
with that?
my favorite pizza that I've had in the city so far is Kalo's in Andersonville.
Oh yes.
Kalo's in Andersonville. That is my
Phenomenal.
number one.
First off, heads up.
Phenomenal
I've never heard
spot.
of it, so
Yeah.
big ups for that.
Yeah.
So I'm actually intrigued.
Yeah,
What is it called?
Kalo's. Calos.
Absolutely phenomenal. Yes, definitely,
good.
definitely top three
So
in
good.
Chicago. Definitely,
So good.
Is it tavern pizza?
It's the fucking squares.
It's the squares. Yeah.
It's a phenomenal pizza joint. Yeah.
Yeah, look, here it is. I brought it.
Okay, so so what's yours, Greg?
Well, stop along. I love the Brooklyn style. I love that, like,
You ordered that for us one time.
yeah,
right?
and everyone loved it, literally. So much that when I came back from my appointment, none was left for me. So fucking thanks, Vesta.
Anytime.
You
Okay.
brought pizza into the Vesta office.
Yeah,
You bring any
for
food.
apparent pizza haters.
Do you know who works here? Do you know who your partner in business is?
It's true.
Food's gonna be gone.
That's true.
Ooh, what's that? Piece candy.
Brad is a literal vulture.
like the cookie.
That's
He's
true.
like
He
the
is
cookie.
vulture. It's like if you leave anything out.
He's like the cookie monster.
He raids the fridge. Funny story. So when we used to work at the original place, that shall be not named, it doesn't exist anymore.
For reasons we will not talk about.
Yes. So they had a like a place for food.
Yeah.
And I think there was a kitchen. I'm just remembering right now. And Brad and a buddy of ours, Joe Porritt, would go in and they would take a look and see what food was left over, and they would literally have a regular situation where they would raid the food, and they actually had a song for it. There was a song for their raiding, for their food baroning. The guy,
do you know what it was?
It was outrageous. It was ridiculous. I never sang it.
We're gonna have to like ask him what it was, and then we'll play it. In
Like
the
you know,
background
you
real
see
quick.
how Brad walks, and if there's any like spare
Literally
candy,
the other
he
day-
literally grabs. Like he is
The other day,
no
I'm like-
shame, zero
No,
shame.
The other day, it's just me and him in the office. I'm at my computer, minding my own business, and next thing you know, I hear a little bag ruffling. He's at Anastasia's desk eating whatever is on hers, and
Like,
I was
it's
like,
outrageous.
what
He's
can
like-
you
He's like
name
a
me that?
raccoon, dude. I swear. He just goes and just goes through everything, and you're like,
He's
yeah.
a trash panda. That's his name.
I feel so bad talking shit about Brad when he's out
There's
We
here.
are
been there's
speaking
so much shit being talked about Brad all the time.
Speaking fast.
Okay, all right. So Trash Panda. Let's continue. Number
Yeah.
2. What's the second story that we're discussing? I thought these 3 stories was gonna like not take up a lot of time, but
well,
my God, yeah, we're gonna have to cut these off.
I mean, listen, you're bringing up like touchy
All right,
subject
stop-
here, like
stop
pizza
talking.
and stuff.
Stop talking.
Trash
Stop
Panda.
talking.
Trash Panda.
All right. Next article we're talking about is what a new riverfront White Sox stadium could look like.
This is
the fact
big.
that it's coming to the 78th potentially.
Yeah, so this is big. So the city has, well, the White Sox, right? They made this big splash. I think they're trying to compete with the Bears. They are,
It's not hard to do.
yeah, well, true.
I mean, it's the White Sox. It's kind of
kind-
It's
It's
also the Bears.
So before we get completely blacklisted by Chicago, let's stay focused here. They are talking about
the pizza, fuck the sports. Like, fuck
like
everything.
everybody versus Chicago.
Anyway, like, sorry about that.
So they're talking about a potential new stadium, right?
Uh-huh.
I think he like floated again, like the guy was like going to this. But the exciting thing is that so there's this new neighborhood that's getting developed, the 78, and they are now floating the idea of the stadium getting built there. And I think it. Do we have the feed for her computer, Stephen? No. Oh.
What do you want?
Because there's a rendering of how the new stadium's going to look like. I
Yeah.
mean, I think
Yeah, I mean,
bringing that type of attraction, like to basically downtown, right?
Yeah.
Like this is like right off of the south. Like this is like downtown, my opinion. And that whole area right there, I've always seen it as like this raw place that like has so much potential, so much opportunity. That it, we have the Reed that got built. All of that stuff's getting pushed, and it's as it continues to get built out further south. There's this huge plot of land. I think that would be what.
well, did you see what they want to do with guaranteed rate? They want to repurpose that into a soccer stadium, bring even more revenue to the city.
That would make a lot of sense.
Because originally they wanted to bring the soccer stadium to Soldier Field, 100% of the time, because they already do soccer there.
Yeah.
Do play soccer. But yeah, so they want to. I guess maybe
Now,
since
I
Soldier
mean-
Field's gonna stay potentially now. They're
Yeah.
thinking
So
about doing
unfortunately,
it.
I don't
Supposedly.
think the soccer will be that big of a draw. So I think it's going to be more so.
I think that's false. I think that's false. St. Louis just added their first professional soccer team, and like that stadium is lit every single game.
Yeah, but there's
So-
a difference between like because they play right now. What like is it in Bridgeview? Right? What do they play right now?
Chicago Fire?
Yeah.
I think they play Soldier Field. Oh,
Yeah, they-
no,
but there's
never mind. They
but like
play-
that's like a
yeah.
what like a 15,000 person stadium. It's
Yeah.
very different when you're talking about like a what is Soldier Field 50?
No, it's actually the smallest stadium in NFL.
But I think it's about
I
50,000.
don't know if it's even.
Probably about 40-ish.
But still, like that's a
Yeah.
big difference. So I think Soldier Field's like iconic for concert venues, things like that. So, but like in the winter, but it's an open stadium, so you can't really use it in the wintertime. But anyways, going back to I think in regards to what,
61,000.
yeah. So what a Sox stadium in the 78 would do, I think it would just like blow up the South Loop. I think the values would go up. I think that like kind of isolated area of the West Loop that's just north of UIC, south of Greektown, like that all of that area is going to get, I feel like, filled up.
Yeah, I mean, I think that little piece of land will serve a purpose as kind of, how do you call it? Maybe just a buffer between all these areas around
It'll
it.
be
You know,
it'll
like
be
you have-
glue.
You have Pilsen, you have South Loop, you have
Yeah.
all these areas around it. I think this will be a perfect buffer, and especially with the linker yards being built as well.
Hopefully it gets built.
I mean, they say end of 2025. I still don't believe it. But again, if this actually gets built,
Yeah.
this will serve as a perfect connecting point between all these neighborhoods. Because think about it, like Pilsen and Chinatown, they have amazing cuisine there. They have so much going
Pilsen,
on.
Chinatown, South Loop, all that's starting
All
to merge
that area
together.
is just that's going to be the buffer in between, right? Everything there. Again, do I think that this neighborhood will be built in the next 15 years? I just don't think so. I think this probably going to be
I think-
20,
Well, when did they say the 78 is supposed to be finished?
35.
Oh, really?
2035.
Yeah, like they're building a neighborhood. They're not building
Oh,
a
that's true.
caravan
so,
or something.
So
you know?
basically,
Like,
the way I look about it and the way I think about this is when I moved to Chicago and they were like Google just announced their headquarters getting put into Fulton, right? Completely desolate area, nothing going on over there.
Yep.
Now look at it. That's about 15 years.
well, that's what I'm saying.
So like that'll be about the same. And dude, like, you know, we're gonna be a different country by then. We're gonna be a different city by then. I think that like Chicago is on this track, right? Like we keep pushing forward. And the thing that everyone loves to do is they love to hate on the city, but that nobody focuses and looks at all of the good stuff that's going on, right? And there's a lot of people that do want to live here. There's a lot of people that are moving here. So it's like if you give people these really good neighborhoods to grow into, to move into, like Bridgeport, there's that Ramova Theater that just got pushed, and it's huge success. A ton of people. Like one of my biggest fails there is I could have been an investor and I didn't invest in it, and I wish I did. But like that whole area, the South Loop is going to be the next focus.
It's popping now.
It's popping.
So they are doing a ground break this year. They're saying it's going to fully complete will be in the 2030s, which makes sense. They're adding all these buildings. They're adding.
Yeah, it's gonna be
all
it's gonna be
these
phases,
parks.
right?
Yeah, it's gonna be phases. But ground break is this year. So you can. I feel like you can expect people to start moving into the 78th probably less than 2 years. I would think. As soon as the first building's
I don't
up.
think so. It depends on the how the plans will be structured. Phase one, is phase one going to be that research institute they're building? Is it going to be the Sox planning to build a stadium? Is it going to be the residential area, the shopping and commercial area? Depends what is going to get built there first. If they actually build, I think it's going to be a mistake if they build the residential first, because who the hell want to move into a construction zone?
So here's quick note, right? What I would say, because if people are watching and they're like, you know, kind of coming in for real estate news, I would say that if you have some time on your horizon and you have some cash and you're looking for something to diversify your portfolio, I think a really good buy could be a condo in that area, like somewhere around there. That's good rent, because the buy-in is low there.
South Loop?
Well, that specific area, when you're talking about on Wells, like right around that 800 Wells, South Wells area,
Yeah.
it's like this overlooked spot. Now the REIT is there, whatever, but I would buy something there and just hold on to it, because I can see some crazy appreciation happening in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I really hope so, just because right now,
It's like
for some reason, South Loop gets a really bad rap. You know,
there's not some reason. It was a massive, huge belly-up development issue when the 08 to 10 crash happened.
Again, this is
Massive
we're
black
talking about,
eye to the city. Like, people remember that shit.
but now we're talking about 15 years later.
Yeah.
Right, and people still remember that this is the problem. And again, look at Pilsen.
Yeah, but
Pilsen is
I
the
personally think that it's starting to build up in the last few years because all the other surrounding neighborhoods are getting too busy for people. There's nothing left for them to move into. Like, we've seen it all the time where people, like, Chinatown is so full, people are moving over to the South Loop now.
Yeah, so like I think that, you know, people love to be by the lake. People love to be, you know, with good newer real estate, and the South Loop has all of that, right?
Yeah.
And I think that, like anything else, like everybody, it's a herd mentality, right? As people start to shift and accept and move into certain areas, more and more people move there. South Loop to Hyde Park, that whole area, all the way to South Shore, I think has not seen its time in the day, right? Like, it is like some of the best real estate in Chicago, some of the best prices in Chicago, and it's like that's where some of the best investments are happening. But unfortunately,
Well,
people.
Hyde Park's a little bit on the expensive
No, I'm
side.
saying from Hyde Park
Oh,
through
okay.
South
Hyde
Loop,
Park North, basically.
Bronzeville,
Yeah.
all of that, right? And you know, we got some work to do, obviously, right? Like, we hopefully can build out some more train lines, things like that. But I mean, you just saw that lot, that like double lot on the lake.
It was insane.
this
Like,
beautiful
I wish
mansion
I-
that's for sale that's like for $560. I mean,
Yeah.
it needed a gut rehab, but it was like, what do you think that it was? 5,000, 6,000 square feet,
Oh, it was massive. The lot alone.
and it's
I
a
mean-
lot on the lake. You're
On the
like the
lake.
lake shore and lake. It is crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
imagine
the
that
lake
a
is
mansion for like $600,000
Yeah.
with a double lot on the lake. Crazy.
What's beneath the
was
hood,
insane.
though?
What?
What's underneath the hood? You know, like.
Well, I mean, the
when
house
you-
is falling apart, but
That's what I'm
Just
saying.
the
like,
land.
The house
Taxes.
itself.
just the land.
Again.
A double. So you're talking about a $250,000 valuation for the land itself.
Correct. But again, you have to think about it. What about taxes? Like, what about restrictions of building stuff there? Like, you know.
I think you can do whatever the fuck you want right now. The city would be more than happy to fucking stamp it. Like, well, you want to invest in this area? Let's go.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you just have to have a long-term mindset like anything else. Okay.
I mean, listen. Regarding the White Sox moving the stadium there, I think it has nothing to do with baseball at this point. Look at what the Ricketts did with Wrigley Field.
Yeah. No, of course.
They literally-
it's an economic engine hub.
Rejuvenated the whole area.
Unfortunately, America is getting back to being obsessed with legal gambling. Like all of that shit starting to work together. You have the college athletes that can get paid now. So like sports is
I'm all
completely
up for
taken
that.
over, you know, the American way of life, right? And it's and that's okay, right? Like at the end of the day, like people they
People
love
need entertainment,
They
man.
need entertainment, right? And Rome had the Colosseum, right? There's a reason that entertainment and entertaining people has always been at the central hub of economic development for any population ever, civilization, right? So it just makes sense that like Wrigley Field is doing that. You have White Sox doing that, right? Like I feel like in the playbook now, it's not, yes, you want to have sports, whatever you want to win, but it's kind of like, yeah, but like if you could start an economic engine behind your sports moves, your team now is worth 3, 4, 500 million, billion, whatever it is, dollars.
sports-
Look at Taylor Swift. She just comes with a fucking few games, and I don't even know that. I don't even know the team. Who is it?
Kansas City Chiefs. But
Look at their valuation went up like 400 million because of her.
But sports has never been about sports. Like sports stopped being about sports in
it used to be.
1990 probably. Like
I mean, you still have the entertainment aspect, but
it's all about money.
internally,
Nobody
it's
cares.
money.
Like look at again. I'm giving you an example with the Cubs. They won 2016, and then they just destroyed the team because this guy made so much money. He bumped up the value of his team so much. He invested $1 gazillion in the Wrigley Field. Right now, he's printing money in that area just because it's a
Right.
nice area. Again, does he give a shit about the Cubs? Absolutely not.
He definitely gives a shit about that. The Cubs is a fucking thing, dude.
Again, we're talking about the Cubs winning. Sure, the Cubs as a team absolutely.
I
is
think
gonna be-
Cubs is a bad example. I feel like the Cubs is like a way of life for some people.
My point exactly, but the owner of the team doesn't give a shit if the team is going to win or not.
Well, I mean, I think any billionaire doesn't give a shit about any of their shit except
Exactly.
money.
So it's
Yeah,
not about sports; it's about money.
right. Well, yes, but I think Cubs is unique. I think the White Sox is probably an easier. Doesn't give a shit about the White Sox. The owner does. The Cubs is like
Cubs is sacred.
Cubs is sacred.
In
I
terms of,
I'm not even a sports guy.
in terms of fan base, yes. In terms of who is running the Cubs, they don't give a fuck.
No,
Dude, there's not-
The
the-
owner
the-
may not, but everyone
Cubs-
else does.
My point. But
Okay,
who
so
makes
I don't-
executive decisions? The owners.
I don't think we can get into the Q4 report.
Do you have a 1 o'clock?
I do.
What do you got? All right, I mean we can cut it. Like next time, I want to talk about Formula One potentially coming to Chicago.
I hope they don't.
Holy fucking shit!
I hope they fucking don't, dude.
Boo.
NASCAR was an absolute shit show.
it's-
I wanted to
Okay,
cry
first of all,
every day.
NASCAR, no. Formula One, that's literally the most exclusive elite
Where are
sport
they gonna
in the
put that?
world.
Where are they going to put that?
No,
in the middle of
it's-
downtown again?
it's-
All right, they can
All
put it.
This is for next week.
They can put it in my
Stop
backyard
talking.
and I'll watch it. Like that's Formula One.
For
I'm a
next
huge.
week.
Yeah,
For
and
next
I
week.
get it. I hear it, but like also you should hear about how the Las Vegas overall
I heard it.
community,
Yeah.
like it's actually how much it's hurt them.
Correct.
What else do you need?
I want Formula One.
Just watch it on the fucking TV.
I am watching on TV.
Yeah, so just keep watching a TV. Why would you want to get Chicago to hurt for your obsessions?
Okay, are we done?
Yeah.
Okay.